The penultimate episode of House of the Dragon. If we're going by Game of Thrones rules, then this will probably be the biggest episode of the season. But real quick, before we dive into it, I feel like I need to address something. The whole Rhaenyra, Team Alicent thing. Basically, I could see from Alicent's point of view why it would, annoy me with what Rhaenyra is doing. Alicent has basically played her role for decades. She's done what she's needed to do for all this time, and then she has to look at Rhaenyra over here, la-da-da-da-da, doing whatever she wants and getting away with it every single time. Like, yeah, wouldn't that piss you off? That's kind of where I was coming from with Rhaenyra, because I do see her a bit in the wrong, because these houses are being wiped out, like the Driftmark last episode. Like, those aren't Laenor's kids. That house is basically just gone now. Yeah, I know Rhaenyra's in a position where she can't just acknowledge, like, yeah, they're not Laenor's kids, they're bastards. She's not going to just throw her kids under the bus. It's a shit situation. It's basically like, in her youth, she decided to do whatever she wants, and now she's paying for it as an adult. But luckily, she has a powerful daddy who could get her out of all this. That's why it was like, oh, if you even speak of this, you'll be killed. So, yeah. And I liked Rhaenyra in the beginning of the season. Go back and watch the reactions. You'll see I liked her. But I can see some things there that make me a bit nervous. Because we've also had another Queen of Westeros who had 3 bastard children. Their succession to the throne basically caused a lot of people to die, houses to get wiped out, and a giant war to start. So, now calm down, Rhaenyra stands. I'm not saying that Rhaenyra is going to become like Cersei. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is, I see the stepping stones there. Whether or not she walks on them, I don't know. Like, do I believe Rhaenyra would blow up an entire building just to save her own ass? No, I don't. But then again, I didn't think early Daenerys in Game of Thrones would burn down King's Landing. So you just don't know with this show. Every time a Targaryen's born, the gods flip a coin. Also, when people are like, oh, I like Rhaenyra because she does whatever she wants and she knows who she is, it's just like, well, so did Joffrey. Remember this famous Joffrey line?
Should not fight her brother's battle, you half-wit.
Can't talk to me like that. The king can do as he likes.
Again, I'm not saying that she'll be a Joffrey. Calm down. And I still don't want Aegon on the throne either. Point is, everybody's just screwed. And I can't outwardly root, yay, for this character like I could in Game of Thrones whenever the Lannisters got screwed over, Basically, where I'm standing at right now is I'm not outwardly rooting for any one person to, be destroyed. There hasn't been anybody in the show that I outwardly hate. Sir Criston kind of came close, but he was just annoying me. Well, I mean, maybe Aegon. He's a little shit. And yeah, that's about it. Unfortunately, both of them are on Team Alicent, so I'm not on anyone's team. I'm watching a show now. Or are they just finding out about it, or did something else happen?
I saw him last night.
Okay, yeah, so they're just discovering he's dead.
He told me he wished for Aegon to be king.
I can see why she'd think that, but that's just gonna cause so many more problems. Oh, is that like a signal? A signal to somebody else that the king is dead? The balls! They never really addressed the balls. I mentioned that like episode 2.
That his son, Aegon, should succeed him as Lord of the Seven Kingdoms.
See, this is like... it's gonna cause all the problems.
Then we may proceed now with the full assurance of his blessing on our long-laid plans.
Am I to understand that members of the small council have been planning secretly to install my son without me?
My queen, there was no need to sully you with darkling schemes.
Jesus.
The king was well last night, by all accounts.
Oh, where's Kristen standing behind him?
I will have no part.
Down! Oh! He just bashed his head on that ball and impaled him.
The former heir cannot, of course, be allowed to remain free and draw support to her claim. It is unsavory, yes, but a sacrifice we must make to...
Oh, the Lord Commander, what's he gonna do? He's not gonna let this fly.
He loved her. I will not have you deny this.
And yet...
One more word and I'll have you removed from this chamber and sent to the wall.
Allison, yes!
Lord Commander Westerling, take your knights to Dragonstone. Be quick and be clean.
He's gonna resign? Yeah. He wants no part in that.
I recognize no authority but the king's. And until there is one, I have no place here.
I can respect having honor, having a code. Oh, they had kids already? Aegon and, I don't know the daughter's name, but that makes Allison a grandma. That's a pretty hot grandma. Woo!
Your father.
There is a beast beneath the boards.
Oh, my dearest love.
A beast beneath the boards. She kind of reminds me of like Luna Lovegood from Harry Potter, honestly.
None can know who you are or what you seek, including the Queen.
My lord.
Bring him to me and me alone, Sir Eric.
What is the meaning of this?
I love the music for this episode so far. Oh, they're locking up all the servants so they can't say the king is dead.
Aegon must be found and he must be brought to me. The very fate of the Seven Kingdoms depends on it.
See, there's like plotting within plotting here. Like, the Hand wants one thing and now she wants something else. I've seen other reactions like up to the point where I was, where people hate the Hightowers. I'm just like, I can see it now. But this, you know, they were saying they hate the Hightowers before this episode, but I don't know. I felt like Otto's concerns about Rhaenyra having to put Aegon to the sword were legitimate in this world. Whether or not Rhaenyra actually would do them is up in the air, and I didn't think she would, and I still don't think she would, but you never know. The fear was justified, in my opinion.
His tastes are known to be less discriminating. How you've grown.
Did Aemon used to go there?
You once wore your banners to Rhaenyra. You must now pledge them to the future king.
Some will and some won't. This is the war, it's dividing it.
I am no oath breaker. I will not bend the knee.
He's gonna have them all killed if they don't swear. I mean, that's not a good way to inspire loyalty, but it's all just because of a misunderstanding, because the Targaryens can't think of different names for their goddamn children other than Aegon. This is just a kid fighting ring?
They have them grow the nails and file the teeth. Makes them more formidable.
Ugh.
Aegon. One of many, I'd wager.
Again, I don't want Aegon on the throne. People use that in the comments, like, oh, you don't want Rhaenyra on the throne, you want the rapist on the throne. It's like, no, I don't. I don't. They're all screwed. I would rather have Rhaenyra on the throne than Aegon on the throne, but I sympathize more with Alicent, if that makes sense. There.
I'm next in line to the throne. Should they come looking for me, I intend to be found.
I mean, I would prefer him over Aegon, but he seems a little walking the line of insanity, honestly. And see, like, she's actually sad about it.
Your son cuckolded?
Ooh. Cuckold.
You desire not to be free, but to make a window in the wall of your prison. Have you never imagined yourself on the Iron Throne?
Okay, this is another team. I could get behind this team. Alicent as the queen and not Aegon. If you take Aegon out of Team Alicent, then I'm all for that, baby. I don't think she'll go that route, but that takes care of the major issue I had.
My condolences on the passing of your king.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the lighting told her that. Light the 5 candles when the king is dead.
I want an end to the savage use of children in Flea Bottom. They're forced to fight, and worse. You gold cloaks take the bribes given them to look away. An obscenity.
Your grandfather, the Hand, will meet you outside the city walls.
Jesus Christ, this kid.
I do regret this, friend.
See, like, I'm trying to figure out the plan, because I know that they both just want to take him to the, you know, the Hand and the Queen, respectively, but to do what? How different are Alicent and Otto's goals are, you know? Ooh, ding!
I understand your squeamishness.
Reluctance to murder is not a weakness.
The whole of King's Landing must witness his ascent. He will assume authority. There will be no more dithering. My son will take the crown of his namesake, the Conqueror, and carry Blackfire, his sword. Let the people remember the ancient strength of House Targaryen.
So if Otto had gotten Aegon, because he said he'd meet him outside the city walls, would he have just let him go? I don't fully know what Otto's plan was in that.
I found out something you should know.
Ooh, gossip. What the fuck? Oh my God. Is this why foot fetish was trending on Twitter like weeks ago with House of the Dragon as well? Oh God. It's like you have to pay for his information by showing your feet. Jesus Christ, this show. I don't want to watch. No. Oh, come on. No. She's gotta sit. Oh. What the fuck? So he subscribes to Alicent's OnlyFans where she just posts pictures of her feet. Hey, I'm not knocking any foot fetishes out there. I mean, you do you. Whatever gets you off. Ooh. We didn't see a body though, so we don't know if she's actually dead.
And yet, with his final breath, he whispered to me that you should take his place for the throne.
It's just such a misunderstanding. I mean, I remember in the last episode, even when he would talk to Rhaenyra, he's like, "Oh, my only child." So he never really, I guess, in that state, he never really recognized Aegon or Aemond, or the daughter. I don't remember her name still.
You're your father's daughter.
Do you love me?
You imbecile.
I mean, you did slap him and say that you're no son of mine like 2 days ago, you know? Aegon will probably come stumbling out drunk or some shit. Yeah, well, maybe. I mean, something's gotta go wrong, right? Something's gotta be a big fuck up here, right? But goddamn, I love that. Walks by and the swords come down. It's the Marine in me. I love the nice choreography. I was never able to do it, but I always like the way it looks.
And light his way to wisdom.
Simba. Why couldn't the sister look at him, you know? Like, she turned away. Like, I know there's something up with her, but was there a reason for that? Like, she's not looking at him still. Maybe it's just she doesn't want him to be king. Like, nobody does. This kind of feels like Joker, you know? The music swelling and taking in all the people. What the fuck? Oh, is it Rhaenys? Dude! You just killed so many people. Dracarys? Holy fuck. Alright, holy shit. That was, like I said, the penultimate episode always has, like, it goes out on something big. Why didn't Rhaenys kill them? I mean, she killed hundreds, thousands of people when she rose up like that, which was a pretty baller badass move, by the way, but still. Whew. And what was it the daughter said? There is a beast beneath the boards? I haven't really been paying attention a lot to what she's been saying in the past, but she's probably like predicted a lot of things, honestly. Because, I mean, that had to have meant the dragon, right? I'm going to be paying a lot more attention to her going forward. Whatever she says. I thought she was just crazy, but yeah, we didn't get any of Rhaenyra or Daemon or any of them. They're back in Dragonstone. They have no idea. So I imagine next episode is going to be them finding out. See, like they had been planning a coup and they usurped the throne just in one swift day, really. And now we're going to see probably next episode Rhaenyra getting her allies, whoever they might be. And yeah, it's going to be a war. What is it good for? Now, if you'll excuse me, I don't have to wait. I'm going to go ahead and finish the season off right now and watch episode 10. So if you want to see that, click on ahead.